Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and you are listening to DVD Weekly Podcast, the only place where you're going to get the straight poop. And I don't mean that in the dirty way.
We are talking this September 24th, 24.
Woo!
24.
So close to fall, brother.
You
So
know,
close.
I almost said December because it looked like a Christmassy thing to me. 24. Yeah, before you know it, our theme song will change.
That's
it's
right.
The spookier side of
Oh,
things.
that's exciting.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
brother.
fall starts on Sunday. It's already fall here, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you got the leaves fall. Like, it's just, oh, love it.
Is it beautiful?
It is. I love the transformation, man,
Yeah.
between summer and fall. Like,
Yes.
definitely my favorite transformation between seasons, like, no question.
Yeah, me too.
So, yeah, man, it's been, and I've had to drive to work a lot. So, like, driving through Issaquah and driving, like, it's just, everything's turning, and it's just, oh, God. Good stuff, brother. Good stuff.
No, it's
Spooky
been
season is almost here.
Been a lot darker.
Yeah, getting darker a lot earlier.
Gloomier, if you will.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, it's been interesting. Interessabo, as I like to call it.
Digging it.
Let's see here. Yes, Halloween decorations in the air, brother.
Oh, brother.
Yes.
No doubt about that.
We've both gone a little crazy. It sounds like you've gone a little crazier than I have.
Yeah, I've gone. My wife's starting to question what I'm doing.
Insanity?
Yeah.
Yes. But it sounds like you're doing just wonderfully.
Yes, no doubt.
You know, we've seen that we have different places that you can buy your animatronics from, and every year you've got Home Depot and you've got Lowe's that kind of battle it out together, and then you have the Spirit Store.
And Spirit Store, yeah.
Which also battles it out, too.
Yeah.
And I've always said that, to me, Home Depot is the king of Halloween.
I agree.
As
far as, now, we're just talking animatronics?
Yes.
Or are we talking all, because I think all up Spirit is the best. I mean, Spirit has so much stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
But, yes, animatronic-wise, agreed that Home Depot is the best.
Yes.
I went to Lowe's last week.
Oh, okay.
And saw some of their stuff.
Some cool stuff.
It's cool, but it's not. There's something a little cheaper.
Yeah.
And they're not cost-wise. They're the same. Some of them are even more.
Right.
But they're just not quite the quality that the Home Depot ones are, right? They have a big, like, he's 12 or 13 foot, that big, like, monster holding the bag with, like, you know which one I'm talking about?
Monster.
He's kind of like a Frankenstein-looking guy.
Yeah.
This is Lowe's I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
And then they have a giant, like, scarecrow one. But they're like, eh.
Yeah.
And then ones I didn't even see online, they have like a band, like a.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, which is pretty fun, and they all tie together.
Yeah.
But again, they're kind of cheesy a little bit. I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
Then they have like a kraken and a sea monster thing. Like, I mean, they have some decent stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they have the Haunted Mansion stuff too, right? So,
yes, they do.
Yeah, which is cool.
For some reason, that doesn't excite me much.
Yeah, well, and they didn't have the
don't look
animatronic
that
of the
great.
guy, the boy, you know, the guy with the dog. Like, they didn't have him there.
Yeah, no,
So I couldn't see him.
You can only buy him online, I believe.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, there you go.
But, so, you know, I've always said Home Depot, you know, but brother.
But, brother.
Yes, that but brother that I love so much. But, brother. What happens when things go wrong, brother?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah.
Because things went wrong with me.
And now I'm not looking forward to putting mine up. Because we got the same thing.
We put it together. First of all, I'll tell you right now. Now, we got, what is it, the floating, what is it?
The floating Reaper.
Reaper.
Yeah.
Floating Reaper.
Yeah.
I will tell you right now.
Super cool. 12 feet tall.
Yes.
Lights up,
very
talks,
cool.
like, he looks like he is floating. There's
lights
a
change
stick.
colors.
Yeah. Super cool.
Yeah, it's very, very nice.
Yeah.
Several different functions on it. Like you can have it all green, all purple,
Right.
all red, or you can have it mixed between them. There's a special alarm thing, not alarm thing, but a timer thing. So, like for so many hours, it will be active.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's not active anymore, but it still stays lit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's
It's my understanding it
That's
still
cool.
stays lit. So anyway, I mean, it's cool. It's very cool. So we went and put it together.
Yeah.
Oh, lordy.
I know, I've read it. It's not fun.
Dude, it's not. It was the hardest
Really?
of all the animatronics I've ever built.
Oh, my God.
It was hard. And it
How
takes,
much is it going to cost for you to come build mine?
when they when they say it takes 2 to 3 people, they're not messing around.
Ah, jeez.
Okay, you've got to at least have 2.
Because even the 13-foot jack was pretty easy.
Yeah.
It took 2 people just because of the size, but it was easy. He was easy to put together.
You see, the thing about this is you need to be able to orient what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the orientation of it was very, very tough to figure out. It's like, what direction is this supposed to point in?
Yeah.
And is this the front or the back? I mean, that happened a lot. But then we got to putting the shroud and his clothes on.
Clothes, yeah.
Oh, game over.
Oh, dude, if you can't do it,
I could not.
Mine might not have clothes.
Yeah, Autumn. She was leaving that night. She had helped me through all the process until we got to the clothes.
Yeah.
She went in the house. I was trying to figure it out. She went in. She had dinner. She changed. Put on her makeup. She came back outside, and the first words out of her mouth are you still trying to put the clothes on?" And I was. As a matter of fact, I was just taking them off for the 40th time. So anyway, she looked. We looked at the instructions it came with.
Yeah.
Which again, you're looking at, 2D, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to see what you're looking at. Plus, it's in black and white, and the pictures, the contrast in the pictures are terrible because they're black and white.
Right.
Now, of course, none of this is Home Depot's fault. It's that would be the fault of the company who made it, right?
Sure.
And it's not even that big of a deal. You'll figure it out, right?
Better.
It's just, it's kind of something you come to expect. It's just that this one was a little bit tougher. Once you figure the clothes, then it's pretty much easy after that.
Okay.
So we put ours together. I had a little trouble figuring out the modes. Thought I had it figured out. We finally got him lit up, and I just stopped at that. I'm like, good, he's lit up. Because I've been out there all day, setting everything up. It took us about an hour and a half to put him together. So, and that's not bad. Some people I heard took longer. Most people say about an hour. So I turned it on, and we just put it on lights. So there he is, all lit up, all pretty, looking good.
All right.
I left it on it overnight. Got up the next morning. He wasn't lit up anymore. I'm like, oh God, what? So who knows? I didn't understand what the different phases of him are, the different modes.
Yeah.
So I figured maybe it's a mode. So I went over and I kept dude. This is how I do things. I just keep hitting buttons until finally it works. So I did. Went over there, kept hitting, and there's 2 buttons to make it just a little bit more confusing. So I finally hit a button and it came on. I'm like, great. So then I started working on some of the other yard, and it's looking pretty, looking good.
Yeah,
I'm setting things, doing my stuff, and I turn around and look at it. It's off again.
Oh my God.
Well, after several more, I don't know what you want to say, dances with this dang thing, I finally realized it's not working.
Ugh.
There's something wrong with it. Because the second time I went to turn it back on, I couldn't get it to come back on to save my life.
Gotcha.
And then I finally got it to come back on.
That sucks. I mean, this is not a small, this
No.
is a 12-foot character,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that was I'll get into my issue I had with the last one I got. And I was just like, how am I going to return this
Exactly.
thing? Like,
you know what's
this
really
sucks.
funny? That's what I do now as a living.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to admit it, is that I work for a big company, and people contact us when things go wrong, and they always get all pissed off when we say, okay, we can send you another one, but you're going to need to send that one back.
Yeah, because what a
Dude,
pain.
now I get it.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, oh yeah, because now I knew I was going to be faced with the same thing.
Just first of all, getting it back in the box. Like,
Right.
I take pictures, and it's still hard to
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy. So I sat around for a while. I was so discouraged at this point.
Ugh.
I had other things that weren't working that day, and it's like, forget it.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I looked at the instructions, and it said, call the 800 number. So I'm like, and I never do that.
Right.
I'm the kind of guy, no, screw it, it's just going back.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
again, so much time and effort went into it, I didn't want to take it back. So I called him. Super nice.
Really?
Super
That's
nice.
what I have heard that.
And this is not Home Depot.
Right.
This is the actual company.
Yeah.
But they say they're Home Depot, but you know damn well they're not.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about it. She asked me to send a couple pictures, which I was already ready to do. Send her the pictures. She said, okay, we're going to contact you. You'll be contacted tomorrow. Hello, we tell people the same thing.
I know, yeah.
But we know damn well that they're not going to be contacted tomorrow.
Right.
Right? We don't know why, because that's not the department we work in. We just say what we're supposed to say.
Yep. Going off the script.
Exactly. So I went ahead and did what I did, and I immediately got an email from the company that made the thing. And it said, we'll take a look at it and we'll let you know. So then Susan came home. She goes, why didn't you just call them and take it back? So I'm like, all right. So I said, oh, fine. So I called Home Depot.
Okay.
Customer service called. The older guy answers the phone. What do you think, brother? You think this is going to be a good story or a bad story?
I'm going to say, we're calling Home Depot, I'm going to say it's a bad story.
Calling the local Home Depot.
Yeah.
So the guy asked me what's going on. And he goes, okay, well, I'm going to have to talk to a manager about this. Can you hold on? Yes, I can hold on. And I wait forever.
Oh, God.
And ever. And I'm starting to think he just put me on forever hold.
Yeah, right.
Because he's freaking out.
Just hang up.
Because he's freaking out and he doesn't know what to do. I know, because I go through that daily.
Yeah.
He comes back, asks me a few questions.
Okay.
So he says, well, what can I do for you that will help it? I'm like, wow. I said, well,
Make it work?
I said, and because, again, my job helped me out big time here.
Yeah.
I said, there's two things. Looks to me like we have two choices. I said, number one, I can take the piece out that I know is not working, and I could bring it back to you. I said, and then you can trade out one that works.
Right.
That you have working. I said, or I can just take the whole thing back and get a new one. I said, I don't really want to do that because we have, a long time in putting it together.
Right.
So he goes, perfect. Let me go see if I have any more. He's left, comes back. He goes, we've got it. What time are you coming in?
Really?
I'm like, wow. And I said, okay, I can come right now. He goes, okay, fine. So I took the receipt just in case. Never asked me for a receipt. So I took it just in case.
Yeah.
I get in there. Dude, the nicest people in the world.
Really?
They busted their butt to replace that for me.
Well, that's good to know.
Absolutely.
This is the one in Covington.
The one in Covington.
Yeah, okay.
And I talked to the old guy from the phone. He was the nicest guy in the world. I told him, dude, I totally appreciate what you've done. They were cheerful and happy and cutting jokes. And
really?
Yeah. So they traded it out for me. No problems. Dude, they weren't even going to ask me for the receipt. And so I said, do you want to see the receipt? And he goes, oh, yeah. And he looked at it. He goes, okay. Didn't take my name. Didn't take nothing.
No kidding.
Took their piece.
Wow.
And then I also exchanged the plug-in just in case.
Uh-huh.
Brought it home, put it in, works just fine.
Nice.
That night before I went to bed,
got
an email from the company that makes it. They're sending me a new unit, a new controller box.
Oh, really? So you're going to have one spare?
Can you believe that?
That's fantastic.
Dude.
Wow, I
was shocked.
That's awesome.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
And now it's been working just fine. So I'm
good.
telling you, Home Depot, king of Halloween.
Now I'm realizing I don't know what I did with my receipt, though. So hopefully
did you use a credit card or something?
Yeah, I'm using a debit card.
Yeah.
They probably have it on file or something.
I would imagine they
yeah.
would. Yeah.
God,
hey, hopefully you don't have any problems.
I have heard it is not an easy one to deal with.
If your unit doesn't work, let me know. I have one cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, very cool, man.
Brother, we only lost one person that we're going to open up our monster drinks to today.
Yeah, yes.
And I got to ask you something about this, fella.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking about Tito Jackson, brother.
Yeah.
Passed away September 15th at the age of 70. Passed away from a heart attack.
Heart attack, yeah.
Brother, was I with you? And was it Tito Jackson that we met at one of the conventions? He was at a booth, and it had something to do with a video that he was working on, and it was a movie.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
That was Yeah, I do remember that. That
Yeah.
it was Crypticon.
And he
Right?
was really nice. We talked to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? I totally forgot about that. But you're right.
Just
that was
remembered
Tito, man.
Yeah, I remembered little bits of it, and I'm like,
yeah.
was that him?
And didn't he have some like girls at the
Yes.
at that? And we like actually took a picture with the girls. I think.
I think so. Yeah,
But I don't
because
think
we
did
need a
with
picture of
Tito.
him.
Yeah, right. But yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That was Tito, man.
Ain't that something?
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he was. I mean, obviously one of the Jacksons.
Yes, sir.
He was one. He was the third of 10 children.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had 3 kids himself.
Huh.
Taj, Terrell, and TJ.
I'll be darned.
With a T, a triple T.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, Tito. God, he went out the
Yeah.
right way though, man.
Yeah.
Heart
yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
That's the way. It's never good
It's
to
like
go.
Mater says, get it done.
Get it. Yeah,
Just get her done.
man.
Yeah.
Get her done. So here you
So
go.
let's just
Let's
drink
go,
up
Tito.
to old Mr. Tito
Yes,
Jackson,
sir.
brother. One of the Jackson 5.
Tito.
God.
Mm.
Okay. This has been my luck. Mine broke.
What?
Oh, hell yes.
That's a thing?
Call Home Depot.
Yeah.
Damn it. I'm going to get this all over me now. Oh, for the love of the Jimmy
Wow.
Cricket.
It's a struggle over there. It's a struggle.
There we go. Plus I got a little tool juice on it, too, so that's going to be good.
Yeah, nice.
Here we go.
Yeah, man, it's with the animatronic stuff, I've gotten it a little out of hand too. Like we got Chucky,
Yeah.
and then we got Art the Clown,
Yeah.
which I love him, man. He's this. I don't love his audio,
Yeah.
but I love him. Like he just looks so awesome.
Yeah.
And your lovely daughter's going to come bloody him up for me.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to that.
She's just
But
going to
then-
put it in her mouth and go,
yeah. But then we got another one, and it's my favorite one, dude.
Yeah.
Like he just for what he does, the way he looks, the way he's lit up.
to Walt Disney.
No.
Okay.
No, sorry, not Walt. It is the Plague Doctor.
Ooh.
Have you seen him?
Is that the
at Home Depot?
Is that the yeah?
He has like the the stork or that.
He's associated with COVID almost, right? Wasn't he like the COVID monster almost?
No.
Because that's the way it was described to me when I first saw it.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, but he's got that like old, like kind of that steampunk.
Well,
like,
yeah, steampunk's very
look,
wavy.
right?
Has a leather beak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's got the beat going on, and
Yeah.
he's lit up like the lining
Yeah.
of his cape is lit up.
That's cool.
And then his staff like pops out
Yeah.
at you. Like the things
Oh,
he
right,
says
right.
are cool. Like,
Yeah.
he was pretty difficult to put together.
Was he?
I mean, out of the ones I've had,
Uh-huh.
he was the most difficult. Like there was just a lot of like little intricate things you had to do, and
Yeah.
like. But yeah, so we have him in the zoo like right now, just
Ooh,
like
nice.
in our main room, and the kids every night before they go to bed, they have to go through the 3 things he says. But he is super cool though.
Yeah.
Like he looks awesome. His movement is really cool.
Yeah.
Plus he's like holding that lantern that's always
Oh, right,
glowing.
right, yeah.
He's one of those that you can just keep the lights on.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, that, and then I ordered another one last night, which I'll talk about later because I can't, because my wife might hear this before it comes, and I'm trying to surprise her with this one.
Oh.
But yeah, so it's out of hand. Now I'm realizing like, I have no place to put all these things.
Yep. See, that's
Our
my
garage is like already
Yeah.
like we have the 2 cars in there, and now like my car parks right up against like all these pile of boxes of all
Yeah.
these giant animatronics.
Our garage just.
Oh, it's tough.
oh,
Storage
jeez.
sucks.
Everything I've ever enjoyed in my life is sitting in there.
All right.
Yeah, even an old girlfriend's in there still.
There's some boxes.
Her name is
somewhere.
Mona, and she's a mannequin.
Oh, Mona's still in there,
Mona
right?
is still in the garage.
Oh my god!
brother.
I thought you got rid of Mona at
No.
one point. I was super pissed about it.
No.
All right, good thing. You can't ever get
Wait,
rid
did
of
I
Mona.
get rid of her? No.
I think you did, dude.
Did
Because I was
I?
pissed when I heard you got rid of Mona,
There's no way.
and that was years and years ago.
You're gonna make me. I'm gonna want to go look.
Yeah,
All right, we're going on a trip.
I think you got rid of Mona, bro. Like
You can't hear me, so you're not gonna know what the hell I'm saying, and I can't
I'll
hear
just-
you.
Well, then I'm just gonna be quiet.
I'm just
You-
gonna. Well, okay.
I'm gonna sit over here and drink some Monster.
I'm gonna be
I got some email
so
I have to do.
bummed.
so
I
this
just
is
can't
great.
believe I would throw her away.
I think you did, and I was
Let's
like,
see.
"What the hell, bro?"
All right, let's see. Yeah, my family hasn't even left yet. Jeez. Susan, say hi to everybody from the DVD Weekly Podcast.
Hello.
Now say it with enthusiasm, like you are just the sweetest person in the world. You can do it.
Hello.
She. Did we throw Mona away? No. Jared says we did. I can't see. It's dark.
I think he did.
Yeah. Tell you about the giant spider I saw in the. It was right above the washing machine.
Great.
It's so scary. Where are you on today?
Nowhere at this point.
Autumn is not very fast. Autumn? Your mother is so mad at you.
Thank you.
Bye. And now, back to the show.
Is she there?
Of course.
Dude, I swear to
wouldn't
God,
throw Mona.
did you throw a part of her away or something?
There's only been half of hers.
Yeah, right.
I kept the best half.
God, I swear.
Just kidding.
'Cause I remember being upset. I was like, why did you do that?
No, she's still
Well, that's good. That's good. Glad Mona's
still in there. It had me freaked out for a minute.
That's fantastic.
But hey, we got to say hi to Susan.
Yeah, very good.
They're
Very good.
still in there waiting for Autumn to get ready.
Yeah, you know.
Where were we? Where's my headphones?
Oh, we were talking about storage and how, you know,
Oh, yeah.
we got too much stuff.
Yeah, it's just... You know, when I get in my garage and I just take out the empty boxes,
Yeah.
it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, sure.
Because I don't throw boxes away.
Gotcha.
My wife, her and I have a disease. I don't throw boxes away,
Yeah.
and she doesn't throw anything away. She saves everything.
Everything, yeah.
But cards, why do people keep Christmas
I
cards?
don't know. Mel does that
What
too.
are you going to do with that
I don't,
crap?
I don't quite. I don't.
No.
know. I mean, sometimes I get it, like, because you need their address or something if you want to send
Well,
them one
yeah,
next year.
that's
But once
different.
you've got that down, then it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know why you keep
Need no
Christmas
damn
cards.
card.
Yeah.
And it must be something that Susan and her family does, because I'll be going through old cards because Susan's hidden them from me.
Yeah.
And every card that was ever sent by her mom
Mhm.
has the date written on it.
Gotcha.
So that must be
Yeah.
something that they just do as a
Yeah,
family or something. I don't
maybe.
know.
Maybe.
I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing. They're all over the floor in the garage. They do help soak up water if we ever
That's
have a...
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we ever have a leak, yeah.
God, that drives me damn nuts.
Uh,
Anyway, so there you go. It's our newest sickness.
very nice.
Is Halloween. Well,
Yeah,
not new.
it is,
It's not
dude.
new. It's just growing out of hand. So
Right.
it's great.
Exactly. Exactly.
And this year, you know, we're still, I mean, we think we're still going to do the projection.
Okay, yeah.
But I've worked, the projection's kind of a newer thing for me in the last 3 years.
Mhm.
But I used to do a thing called Lightorama, and it controls anything that's electrical. So that's when I used to do with the Christmas trees,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
know I don't have those Christmas trees anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got rid of those.
Gotcha.
Because we went to the projection. Projection's okay. I mean, it's okay.
I like it. I mean, I think, yeah. Plus, especially when you got the newer,
Yes,
you know, the newer
yeah.
model.
and that was much better.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know because now I'm starting to try to figure out how to bring those two systems together.
Gotcha.
And it's too late to be thinking about stuff like this, but I am.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
That was our thing. Like, we were just dealing. We were like basically all projection
Yeah,
in our.
and
you
it
know,
looked cool.
lower, upper, like. But then that was it. And, like, we didn't do a whole lot outside.
Yeah,
So that's where, like, last year we started to step. Like, when we got Jack. Jack was the beginning of my madness, right? And then
Yeah.
Now it's just like, oh, and I want to change them every week, and I want to put some animatronics outside, and like
Yeah.
we're building a big, like making our front yard a graveyard.
Oh, neat.
So I don't know if you've seen those big LED, what is it called? They're big gravestones, but they're the oh damn it, the gargoyle tombstones that they have at
Oh.
Home Depot.
Yeah,
Pretty big,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
like, so we got two of those to
Aren't
kind
those
of.
heavy?
They are,
Yeah.
which is good. We need that with
Yeah.
the wind we have up in our
Oh,
place.
right,
Like
yes,
we needed,
geez.
because that's the thing. A lot of the tombstone stuff is so flimsy and
It's
light.
styrofoam
It just,
most
yeah,
of the time.
it just like snaps in half as soon as the and we get crazy wind up where I live. So the stuff I needed to buy was like bigger and sturdier. So though we got a couple of those things. And then another couple of the larger tombstones, the one with like the angel holding the skeleton.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, we're definitely gonna try and do it up
that's
for
cool.
the yard. So trying to make the projection kind of be secondary,
Yeah.
almost is kind of the goal this year.
Yeah.
So, we'll see
That's
how
cool.
We'll see if I can accomplish it though.
That is very.
Yeah,
very
looking forward to it, man.
Brother,
Come on.
I also know you are looking forward to telling us about the world of sports.
Well, let me get through this first part.
I'm excited.
Dude, the Rams. Oh, my God.
No, it's O.
Yeah. Oh, and, well,
O
and
and 2.
Yeah, they're in big trouble, dude. Big
So
trouble.
what's the story?
They are
What do you think?
ravaged by injuries, dude.
Oh.
Ravaged
Yeah.
by injuries. We have 11 players on the IR. 11 players, dude.
Wow.
2 of them out for the season.
Jeez.
We've lost both of our receivers. Puka Nakua's out for another 6 weeks. Cooper Kupp got hurt last week, and now he's out indefinitely.
Oh, man.
They're saying, there's a potential he's out all year.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, so both of our receivers are gone. Both of our tackles are gone. One of our guards is on IR. Like, we're on offense. We're like this. We're a backup team.
Brother, you're just like we are. You're a brand new team.
Yeah, but
Every
not good.
week,
Like,
new team.
I know it's next man up, and that's like, the philosophy you got to have, but
Right.
we have no depth, and we're on to like all of our backups. So not looking good, and our defense is just so young, and the loss of Aaron Donald and Ernest Jones are just overwhelmingly apparent. Like, it's just, our defense is just you do whatever you want against us.
Yeah.
Pass, run, we can't stop anything. So, man, I mean, the first week we looked pretty good, but then we had some other, we had major injuries during that game, and then had more last week. Lost to the Cardinals, got beat down to the Cardinals, 41-10. It was ugly, dude. I mean, our offensive line can't block anything. So, like, Stafford's going to get hurt. He actually is banged up. He's going to get hurt. He'll get hurt this weekend, man. Like, I'm almost guaranteeing it. And then it'll be, like, basically, we're only 2 weeks into the season. And, it's almost over for us. Like, it's that bad.
Dang.
So, oh, God, I don't know.
It's too early for that, brother.
It is too early.
Dang.
Like, but it's just, there is no, like, we might start getting guys back after our bye week, which is week 7. And by that point, we might not have won a game. And if,
Damn.
and it's already like teams that start 0-2
Yeah.
make the playoffs like 11% of the time or something
Wow.
like that. So, we're already behind the 8 ball, and there's no end in sight to this freaking injury madness.
Dang.
And then we're playing the Niners this week. So our home opener against the Niners, and the Niners are 1-1.
Yeah.
And they're banged up a little bit. I mean, they don't have Christian McCaffrey or Deebo Samuel's going to be out this week. So 2 of their best players are out, but they're a better team, man. So and Mel, I'm not going to that game. Mel's flying down with her Niners friend to go to that one. And I have a feeling we are going to get pummeled. So to start 0-3, like, oh my God. And then you got the Seahawks. Holy hell, brother. I mean, nobody expected the Seahawks to start the season like this.
No.
2-0. They beat the Patriots 23-20 with another last-minute drive. That's just how the Seahawks win games, man. It's how the Seahawks win
It
games.
sounds stupid to say this, but I'm tired of that.
Oh, but it's stressful. It's a stressful way to win.
Damn it,
but at least you're pulling them out. And I swear to God, every time. I told Mel, I was like, you guys are going to win this game. I'll bet you $100 they come back and win this game. And sure enough.
I'm still on the fence on the quarterback. Still on the fence.
He's good, dude.
You
He's
think
good.
so?
Yeah, he's
We
good.
have a lot
He's
of
good.
players.
Geno's good.
We have at least 2 players. Geno and the other guy whose name I cannot think of.
DK Metcalf.
Yes.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
2 guys that are fantastic.
Yeah.
When they're fantastic.
That's true. And Geno is a little streaky. He's a little streaky.
Yeah?
Yeah. He definitely, he'll give you a few bad games, like, no question. But even like the start of the season, their first game, he didn't have a good. He was horrible in the first half.
Oh God, that first half was like
then woke up
disaster,
and then played well against the Patriots, especially in the second half.
But see, that's what worries me though.
Yeah.
It just worries me. It's like, what are we missing that causes that kind of issue? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you
how
guys are
can-
young too. You're a really young
How
team as
can you-
well. So
and that
part of it is just playtime and
that
getting
damn
the
Metcalf. God, he pisses me off.
DK does.
Sometimes, what's his name?
DK Metcalf.
Yeah. Sometimes he's amazing, and sometimes he's like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
he's had some drops. I mean, that's another thing, is there's been a lot of drops from the Seahawks this year.
There's only one
A
person
lot of stuff to clean up.
who impresses me play after play after play, and that's that guy. Again, names just suck for me. But the guy who's been with us forever.
You mean the wide receiver?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler Lockett.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is flat amazing.
Yeah, Tyler Lockett, he's solid, man.
That's
He's
a guy
solid. You got a
who's
good running back, too. He's a little banged up.
Yeah, but he's amazing.
Yeah, and then, but, Seahawks, I swear to God, Seahawks have a lot of luck behind them, too, man. Which
They must.
You need.
They must.
But you guys are 2-0, the only 2-0 team in the division. So you're leading the division.
Yeah.
Because the Niners and Cardinals are 1-1. We're 0-2. And then, again, Seahawks luck continues because really tough game coming up for you this weekend against the Miami Dolphins until Tua got another concussion last week. So they're done. Like Miami without Tua they're going to be garbage.
Wow.
So they got a quarterback, Skylar Thompson is their quarterback this weekend. This guy, my God. They put so much money into Tua that they weren't relying on a backup, which is dumb because Tua has a history of injuries. So, you guys are looking pretty to go 3-0, man.
Yeah, those are the ones we lose.
Maybe Skylar
And I'm
has
sure
the game of his life. But
we'll lose to the Rams, too, when we play them.
Well, I hope so.
We always do.
God, we need a win, for God's sakes.
That's just a given.
Yeah, we do usually play really well against you guys, but I don't know who we're going to play with in a few weeks, man. My God, we're just dropping like flies. I have never seen anything like it.
You know what? They might call your son up and say, hey.
Right? Yeah,
we
because
need
he and his team, the Tahoma Junior Bears, second and third grade team, 2-0, baby.
That's
2-0. Played well last week. They have a tough game tomorrow, though. Apparently, Enumclaw is like one of the best teams. So they're playing Enumclaw tomorrow, so we'll see. I think that tomorrow is going to be their biggest test. But yeah, looking forward to that. Quinn's doing awesome in cheer. It's fun to watch.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's all going well. And then also going well is the DVD Weekly Fantasy Football League.
Brother!
Yes, sir!
There's the music!
Yes, sir!
So exciting!
Yeah, man. Real football sucks balls right now.
Whoa!
But not fantasy. I'm doing well in like all my leagues. I'm second in my overall points league, 2-0 in my other main league, and then in the DVD Weekly Fantasy Football League, I'm also 2-0. I took on Fourth and Long last week, beat him 119.52 to 105.26. Luckily, I did not play the Unicorns. Whopping 166 points last week, dude. Holy hell.
Wow.
So right now, Love and War, the Underachievers, and me, the Los Angeles Trendkills, are the three undefeated teams in the league. Return of the Beale Street Bullies, Fourth and Long, who I just beat, and the Rastafarian Knights, who I take on this week, are all 0-2. So 2-0 against 0-2. God, this is probably when I'll lose. That's usually what happens. But that's going well. Looking forward to that.
Nice.
NASCAR this weekend. One of my favorite races. It's Saturday night race at Bristol Motor Speedway.
The Bristol Stomp.
Love me some Bristol, man. Tomorrow is the third playoff race, so 4 drivers will be eliminated after tomorrow's race. Right now, the 4 on the outside looking in are Denny Hamlin, who everybody hates, including me. I can't stand Denny Hamlin.
Really?
Oh, God. He is just an ass, dude. He's way worse than he used to be. I didn't used to mind him. I was just like, Denny Hamlin. Now I hate him. And so does everybody else. Like, when he wrecks, everybody, the whole crowd cheers at him. Brad Keselowski on the outside looking in. Martin Truex Jr., who this is his last full-time season. I think it's his last. I'm not sure if he's ever raced in a game, but this is his last season. And Harrison Burton, who is Jeff Burton's son, who won a race this year. Chase Elliott's 30 points to the good, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be locked in to the second round. But yeah, Bristol, anything can happen. That's always a fun race to watch. F1 is in Singapore this week. The IndyCar season is over. Last week was the last race. Alex Palou won his 3rd championship, so congrats to him.
Nice.
And then in the NHRA, we got 5 races left in the chase of the championship. This weekend, they're in Concord for the Carolina Nationals.
Nice.
Yeah, good stuff. So there's all kinds of stuff going on in sports. Shohei Ohtani, oh my God, I've never heard about that guy in baseball. Like, for the Dodgers, this kid is maybe one of the greatest players of all time. It's just incredible the numbers this guy's putting up. He had another amazing day yesterday, so that's been fun to watch. The Mariners are just... They're on the outside. They're not going to make the playoffs. They're just a garbage organization. But you got the baseball playoffs coming up soon, and then, basketball and hockey are getting ready to start their preseasons.
Yes, sir.
Woo! This is the busiest time of year for sports, man. No question. It's always a good time, brother. Something every day. Every day there's something on.
Sounds good.
Yeah. There's sports.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Very good indeed.
Mm-hmm.
We're having an audio problem, just so you know.
Uh-oh.
Okay?
Oh, God.
This is that new damn board. I mean, it's not that new, but we've just lost the channel. Because I looked over here and realized why the thing looks so funny.
Great.
On the scope, and then or on the graph, whatever the hell you call it. So, settle down, everybody. It's going to be okay. There's something wrong with the switch.
There you go.
Oh, there.
Don't touch anything. Don't breathe.
With it. Maybe I just need that aerosol can of goop that you spray in there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
What is that stuff?
You mean you're talking about the air,
No, it's
canned air?
It's like a cleaner. You spray it into electronic components. Usually when you have it plugged in, it's fun.
That's just canned air.
No,
You're
it's
not supposed to spray fluid in
Yeah,
anything.
it's a cleaner. It's some kind of cleaner.
What? You sure it's not just canned air?
No, we don't use air.
Huh.
It's not good for you.
All right.
Speaking of air, brother, does a tree produce oxygen in the winter?
Yes.
Jared says, yes.
I mean, it has to, right?
The answer is, not really.
Really?
It slows down in the spring and the summer.
No kidding.
See, it's spring.
Wait, what?
Let me try this again.
Yeah.
It slows down in the
fall and winter.
Fall and winter. Yeah.
But it still produces it.
They said it produces more carbon dioxide than it produces oxygen.
What?
I don't know what the hell made me.
Where did this come from, person?
I was sitting here in a stupor, as usual, and it popped into my mind. Because I thought, are we all just going to someday just stop breathing in the winter?
The thing. Like, wouldn't that be a major problem?
No, I guess not.
I guess there's plenty of other things that, plants and
I
whatnot
guess,
produce
yeah.
oxygen.
But I thought that was so interesting.
But yeah, no, you're right. I mean, here, most trees do not produce oxygen in the winter.
Yeah, you know what? You know that you're asking for... you're creating stupid questions for yourself when you go to Bing and type it in, and it doesn't just suddenly appear.
Right.
Like it always does with everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
I get down to the end of the sentence, and that's not nothing in there that even comes close. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some Disney news?
Let's bring it, brother. Bring it.
Disney parks are looking beautiful for Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh, my
I bet,
goodness,
man,
brother. So beautiful.
Yeah.
Monorail is back.
Nice.
And also back, the front row seats. The front row. There it goes. I just lost the whole damn. Every time I try to do anything.
Why are you touching it?
Because it was loud.
Great. That's just great. Maybe you shouldn't touch it.
I'm not hearing a damn thing.
Better loud than not at all.
I think I'm going to take out the one channel.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Make it a mono show.
That's right.
That's right. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No.
Yeah.
Basically, that's two mono channels anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I heard.
Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, you can sit in the front now in the monorail. So lots of good webcasts or streams, as they like to call them nowadays, of the front of the monorail.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, brother. Are you ready to do 2 Disney truths and a Disney villain lie?
Let's go. I'm gonna keep my winning streak alive.
I want to wish you
Let's go.
the very best.
Let's go.
Story number 1. 2 of these are true.
Okay.
One of them is a lie.
I got this.
Number 1. A 7-year-old British boy has been denied a passport to join his family on a Disney vacation because of his name. The department told the family it either had to change their son's name or get permission from Disney to use it. The child's name? Loki Skywalker Mowbray.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, so because of his name, he couldn't go to Disneyland?
They couldn't. You weren't supposed to ask questions. He's a British boy, so he needs a passport to get into the United States. They wouldn't give him a passport because his name is Loki Skywalker Mowbray.
Oh, gotcha.
And Loki Skywalker, well, they did.
What?
Yeah, so it's a Disney name.
Right.
So they said they had to go get permission from Disney. So he can't come.
That story's so ridiculous. It's got to be true. Like,
Number
I'm going to
2.
take that one off my radar and go.
God.
That has to be true.
Okay.
Or, I mean, if it's not, then I'm going to feel like an absolute jack.
Number 2, in honor of Disneyland's 70th birthday, next year the submarines in Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage are going to be sporting a new aqua green foil paint job. Huzzah! And number 3, Walt gave his longtime housekeeper and cook, Thelma Howard, so much Disney stock throughout the years, he gave it to her for birthday and Christmas gifts, that by the time she passed away in 1994, they were worth well over $9 million.
This is who?
This is Thelma Howard, Walt Disney's housekeeper and cook.
Housekeeper?
Yep.
What?
$9 million is a lot of money, brother. Some movies don't even make that much anymore.
Damn it, Fish. This is tough.
So we got Mr. Loki Skywalker.
It's so ridiculous that I'm gonna say that one's true.
Okay.
So it's between the other two.
Between the Nemo.
They're gonna paint the.
It
seems like a lot.
Submarines aqua green foil paint. You know, they usually change the wrap on the monorails.
Wrap, right?
Yeah.
You said paint.
That's true. I say. Well, that's what it says. Aqua green foil paint job.
My gut is telling me that's the lie.
All right. You want to go with that then?
Oh God. I mean, it's either that the stock thing. That seems like kind of crazy too, but I'm gonna go with the paint. Paint is not.
It's not easy to find these.
Correct.
All right, so he's going with number 2, paint. Which one would you like to look at first?
Let's just get rid of the Loki Skywalker one.
Loki Skywalker Mowbray.
Please tell me that's real.
That story is true.
Okay, nice.
He was born.
That's so ridiculous.
He was born on May the 4th.
No way.
You know, May the 4th
Are
be
you
with you.
serious, dude?
You believe that story?
That's insane.
And they told him he'd have to change his name to get a.
Why? Like, why would that's his God-given name?
Because
or parent-given name.
Yeah, because they said that the word Skywalker, which is really funny, because how about Loki?
Right.
They missed that part.
Oh yeah.
But they said that Skywalker is owned by Disney, and that they could not give him a passport for it. How crazy is that?
Wow.
That just seems weird. All right, brother, which one now?
Huh, interesting.
The aqua green foil.
Let's
go. This does say, aqua green foil paint.
Wait, what?
No, that's what I said.
Let's go with let's go with that story.
All right, so you want to know, in honor of Disneyland's 70th birthday next year, beautiful aqua green foil paint job. You know they do this during the big birthdays, big celebrations.
They do.
Oh yeah, they
but
do.
Not this time.
Because this is this is the 70th birthday.
It's not as big as the 75th.
It is false, brother.
Yes!
Nice going.
Let's go.
Yes. Very good.
I'm back on the winning streak.
I got to tell you, I'm proud
back
of you
in
for
the New York groove.
I'm proud of you for that one.
Thanks.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have put wrap. I should have said oil.
Well, because that
wrap.
was like paint. Like
yeah.
That's like, man, that would take. I mean, that's obviously a lot of money, and well, the wraps are expensive too.
Yeah. Actually, more expensive than paint.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Brother, congratulations.
Oh,
I'm proud of you.
I feel good.
Nice job.
It's good.
Nice job. Takes us to the world of music.
Yeah, man, music.
Speaking of music, let me tell you.
Yeah, please.
I have been drowning in the world of Christian music.
What?
Well, you see,
because of
yes.
Yeah.
So now I'm running the light board at the church, and we're not talking folding chair church, okay?
Right.
This ain't no little church. This is a big church. We stream it live.
That's awesome.
All over the world.
Yeah.
It goes out.
Man.
It's a big deal. Yeah. I got to did I tell you I got to go into the streaming room?
No.
Oh, it was cool, dude. We went up to the church that's even bigger than the one we're in. That is what a church. That's the one that when you go out onto the floor where they have the church sessions,
the
church services, you feel like it's where they could do it's kind of like, it reminded me of walking into the Dome. The
Thunderdome?
No. What's the Dome out here?
2 Christians enter, 1 Christian leaves.
You know,
Sorry, the Tacoma Dome.
Tacoma Dome, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously not that big,
Right,
but it
right.
has that rap feeling.
Right? Gotcha.
But we're talking about a big deal here. So I'm nervous as hell. I shouldn't say that. That wasn't Christian of me.
I'm nervous as hell.
We had a practice, a rehearsal, excuse me.
Yeah.
Last night? Yeah, we had rehearsal last night. But now, because when you're running the lights, you have to hit your beat 5 seconds before the beat actually comes.
What?
So
Is it because there's a delay?
The way they set these lights up, they go slowly and then come up to that part.
Okay.
Not the way I would have set it up.
Right.
I mean, that's the one thing that's really eating at me right now. Is I would love to get in there and completely change. They want you to be. I mean, come on. A light person is an artist with light, right?
Right.
But the way
What's a heavy person?
The way it's.
It's all right.
The way it's. Well, I got that taken care of. The way it's set up now, it's like they give you this amazing light program, and instead of giving you paints, they give you crayons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's set on dumbass mode.
Right.
So, which is probably why they hired me. But so anyway, I'm in there trying to figure out. You know, I've got so few choices to use. Each of the first 2 songs have basically on and off.
Gotcha.
But it's the way you use them, because like in one of them, the lights will dance in a certain area.
Yeah.
And then on another one, it'll dance in another area. So you're trying to figure that out. Well, you got to know where the songs. Sometimes the music will slow down or stop, and then pick back up again. You need to know where those beats are.
Right. Yes.
But
Makes sense.
in a lot of church music, they drag stuff on,
Ah.
and I don't mean that badly, because they're trying to teach a message, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes that slow part of the song will repeat itself. And if you're not careful, you'll punch up the lights for, let's get excited.
Right.
And no, there's still
Not ready.
one
Yeah.
more stanza of this stuff.
Sure.
So now I'm having to listen to the music and try to memorize
Oh,
where
boy.
these things are.
Yeah.
Oy vey.
That sounds fun.
Oy vey, brother. Sunday,
Sunday.
3 shows, soloing all by myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
It's on, bro.
You do 3 shows. One's with the live minister, and then the other 2 shows are with him at another location that has been taped, and then
Gotcha.
the second one is a taped. So they buffer it to us. Why don't they just send it to us? Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that is.
We're
weird.
playing a buffer
You'd think.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange. I don't know
That
why they
is
do it, but
interesting.
right now I'm not asking why. I'm just
Sure.
doing a lot of praying. Did I tell you the first time I did my live show last week for the first time?
Oh, no, you didn't tell me.
Didn't I tell you that?
No.
My sleeve hit the space bar.
Oh, no.
First of all, this is 2024. Space bars should not be making decisions on the light board, for Christ's sakes. I mean, for criminy sakes. I didn't even feel it. And the guy who's teaching me, he said it was my fault. He goes, I was talking to you, and you turned to look at me, and he says, your jacket hit it. Oh, God. Thanks.
Is spacebar an all stop and just shuts everything down?
No, the space bar will take it to the next element.
Oh, gotcha.
Right? And sometimes that's great, because
Yeah.
you want to go to the next element. But not all the time. And I don't like that space bar. I wish they could take that out.
Yeah.
Because then if I want to go anywhere else besides the next element on the board,
Mm-hmm.
I have to go up and hit a button, and this little button will light up, and now I can click anything I want to.
Gotcha.
Why isn't it just click anything you want to?
Yeah, that's right.
Ugh,
A lot
brother.
easier.
But that's me. I get in, and instead of being amazed by it all, I'm like, why does it do this? Why can't we do this? I hate me as an employee. I hate myself. Just shut up and do what it does.
Hey, it's all you're fighting for the good, though.
That's true, brother. I
That's all
am.
that matters. That's all that matters.
I am. That's very true.
Very good then. Very good, brother.
Yes, sir.
As we get into music, man, a lot of major concerts have been announced this week. A lot of big tours for next year.
Autumn's already. Look, Dad, I want to go to this concert.
Deftones. You know she's
Yes,
wanting to go to the
that's the
Deftones. I saw that. That's going to be a fantastic tour.
I am broke.
Dude, let me tell you how. I mean, it's ridiculous going to concerts now.
Yes.
Big shows. Like, it's almost like why I prefer, like, kind of small club shows now.
Yeah.
Because, dude, the big shows are, it's out of hand. I'll tell
Brother,
you. I'll tell you.
It's so badly out of hand. I'm praying Yo Gabba Gabba comes back.
Well, that'll probably be like $400 each. Yeah. But yeah, a couple of those tours have been announced. I mean, another show that got announced actually for White River next year.
Yeah.
Primus, Pussifer, and A Perfect Circle. I'm like, holy hell! Like that's a great show.
Wow.
And then another giant tour got announced, which is Dua Lipa. She's doing 28 countries. She's doing 2 shows here at Climate Pledge. Now, only like twice have we gone to a concert as an entire family.
Uh-huh.
And it was White River, which I already kind of bought into anyways.
Yeah.
So, it's like, my kids love Dua Lipa.
Oh, that's cool.
And I love Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. And we saw her a couple years ago. Her last tour was here, the Future Nostalgia Tour, and she was just fantastic, dude. And it was also a Climate Pledge. So we're like, you know what? Let's all go see Dua Lipa.
Nice.
So I did and it was the Ticketmaster thing where it's the whole, like, you have to pre-sign up before, and then you get accepted to, get a code to do your pre-sale, blah, blah. This is how out of hand it is, dude. So, and I've already said, okay, this is the only show we're going to next year. So 5 of us, okay, which is a lot. We have 2 damn kids. Yeah. But 5 of us do
You're like
the
the Jacksons.
show.
You're like the Jacksons, brother.
Right. We're up in the seats, and we're like in row W of the first level. So they're decent seats, but they're not like amazing.
Yeah.
It was just under $1,200.
Oh, ouch.
How ridiculous is that?
Damn.
How freaking ridiculous is that?
Wow.
For a freaking concert, dude. For 5, like, you can't, like, I was like, okay, this is it. Like, with this, I hope no other major tours that we all want to go see, because that's going to be the one next year. Like, I just can't, it's so outrageous. Yeah. And, like, each ticket had, like, a $50 service charge.
Yeah, that pisses me
So
off.
it was like $250 in just service fees.
Lord.
I'm like, man, something has got to be done, man. It's just, they're pricing most people out of concerts now. Like, especially if you have a decent-sized group. I mean, sure, if I just want to go with 1 or maybe 2, then, yeah, you're spending, it's still close to $500.
But you know what? This is the way everything's going.
It's true.
Look at Disneyland.
It's yeah.
Walt Disney World. Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
It is, dude. It really is, man.
People can't afford
pricing out
anything
almost
anymore.
everybody with this stuff. It's just
hell. Go to the grocery store.
Yeah. Right.
Jeez.
Yeah. No doubt, dude. Like it's crazy. Like normally between $500 and $600.
Yeah.
A week for our groceries. How stupid is that?
Yeah.
Like. Yeah. And our kids are just not even high school yet. Like that's only going to get worse. So dude.
True.
It's freaking it's
crazy.
It's insane what's going on.
Crazy. The world's gone mad.
I've gone mad. I am hitting a show tomorrow night though.
Are you?
Rush right after Cohen's game. Actually, I'd probably have to leave a little early. Tomorrow night hitting up White River for my last show there of the year. It's Leonard Skinner, brother, with ZZ Top.
You and I will be very close to each other that night.
Yeah, where are you going to be?
Because right after the 3rd show at church.
That's Sunday though.
Yeah, that's when I'm going to be there.
I'm going Saturday.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We're not going to be close.
It's all right.
Maybe maybe your ghost will still be left behind.
Yeah, there you go.
Because
my stench.
We are leaving church and flying out to the Fear Factory, brother.
Oh, nice.
Or what's the name? Factory of what the hell's the name of it?
It's Fright Factory.
Fright Factory. Thank you.
That's the one you're on.
That is the one we're doing. Yeah. Because they have finished construction, and we're going to take Mom out there.
Nice.
And walk the lovely wife out and with the lights on,
Cool.
And show her what everything looks like.
Yeah, because then I'll be taking her when the lights are off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be doing that.
Oh, she says, I don't want to do those anymore. I just don't like them.
Oh, no, it's happening. I will drag her to it. It's going to be great.
I'll be out there. We said we weren't going to do it, but we will be out there again this year. This could be the last year.
Is it?
You
think so?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We said that last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're still here in Washington, though.
Yeah, well, yeah.
See, we're still here.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, hell, if we're here, we might as well go.
That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Did you guys ever hit up the fair this year?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we're doing that tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I know it's the last weekend. Yeah, we got Kyler's soccer game at 9:30 in the morning, which is like somewhere kind of near Puyallup.
Yeah.
So then we're rushing to the fair, and then we got to rush back to get to Cohen's football.
And there's nothing quite like a Russian fair.
That's true.
I will agree with
those
that.
pierogies
and you want to talk about expensive, brother? Have a good time,
dude. Seriously. And now there's the point where that's all we want to do is ride rides.
And they made a big and that's what kills you.
Oh, 100%.
They made a big deal this year out of it's going to be family friendly. The food is going to be much more affordable.
What?
Really? Where was that? Oh yeah, they made big ads about it.
I didn't see that. You didn't notice any difference?
No, not at all.
I mean,
it
you
was
figure,
expensive
and again,
as
like
hell.
we have 3 kids. It's almost $20 a ride, dude, for them to all ride it.
Oh my!
And that is
God.
ridiculous for what these rides are.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on, man.
Half of them they ought to be paying you to get on.
Right? Exactly.
Jesus.
But yeah, everybody's looking forward to that. So.
We did. We rode a couple rides.
Nice.
But yeah, she spent almost $100 in rides, and then had to go buy more.
Right. Yeah.
So she could play games.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
We came home with
We haven't got to the games. They're not asking to play the games yet. That'll probably happen tomorrow, though.
They just hope that never happens.
Yeah. I know.
And then they expect you to be the hero.
Exactly.
I used to be a hero. Used to be. Now I can't do a damn thing.
I was never good at those games, man. They're all rigged anyways.
I was good at the skittle ball.
Oh, yeah.
Where you throw the ball, it flips up in the air and falls into a little hole.
Yeah.
I was good at that.
Skee-ball.
I used to win big, huge prizes.
Gotcha. The only thing I was good at was popping the balloons with the darts.
Nice.
And then getting those mirrors. Remember that action?
Yeah.
God, those were cool, dude.
Those old dull darts that had no point to them.
Yeah, exactly. They just half the time they just bounce right off the balloons.
Dangerous as hell. They'd be bouncing all over the place.
And the balloons are not inflated. Like they're like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, those things are so rigged.
That's so damn funny.
Ridiculous. Okay, let's take a look at the new stuff coming out in music this week. Actually, I'm more excited about the stuff that isn't in the top 5 this week.
Nice.
A band I dearly love from Portland, Oregon. Been with these guys, man. I went to their very first show in Portland.
Really?
Went out there and visited my buddy, and then I was like, man, this is their very first show. I got to go see it. I talked to the singer for quite a while, too, during those early days. It's Unto Others, brother. Unto Others, their new album, Never Land, is coming out. It's on like the second page of Amazon. They're starting to get noticed, which is great. On Liquid Metal, on Sirius, they've been doing like premieres of their songs and stuff. I'm like, holy hell. So they're starting to make a name for themselves. So their new album, and it's really good. I listened to it last night. And then it's out today. Like, can't wait to get the vinyl. Never Land from Unto Others. If you like, they're metal, but they're not like crazy heavy metal, and the vocals are clean. But he has this like, he's got a really low voice, like almost gothic like. And they have kind of an old school vibe to them. They're just a great band, man. I love Unto Others. So their new one's out. And then really surprised that this was not in the top 5 this week. It was number 6.
Is it like She Wants Revenge?
No, because they're heavy. I mean, they're considered a metal band, but they're not like a screaming metal. You know what I mean? Like Mel likes them. They're heavy guitars, but like again, clean vocals and just kind of really low voice. Yeah. And they do use some keyboards and stuff too sometimes.
Cool.
So they got a little bit of that gothic kind of rock vibe. But yeah, surprised this album not in the top 5. Really surprised, especially looking at what the top 5 was. But it was number 6. Her new studio album, 143. Katy Perry, her new album out. Like is she not that big anymore?
I don't know.
Like she didn't even make the top 5. I was kind of surprised by that. I mean, she did the damn Super Bowl, for God's sakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quite delightfully, too, I might add.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Riding that big giant.
That giant
lion thing.
Yeah,
that was damn
the
cool.
tiger. Yeah, that was good stuff. Okay, let's get to the top 5 this week, starting with Seether with their new album, The Surface Seems So Far. The South African rock band. I didn't realize they were from South Africa, so I looked it up today. Number 4, it's Chappelle Roan with The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. It says Anniversary Edition, even though it sounded like this was a new album. I don't know. It does say the next multifaceted force in pop. And this is a vinyl release. My kink is coral color vinyl on this 2 LP set.
Wow.
Yeah, that one's all kinds of madness. At number 3, brother, how about some Finnish symphonic metal from Nightwish with their new album Yesterwind. Band formed in '96. This is their 10th studio album. Cool to see them in the top 5. I mean, Katy Perry. I'm kind of blown away that Katy Perry was so low. At number 2, brother, it's Keith Urban.
Wow.
With his new album High. The 4-time Grammy Award winner and 3-time CMA Entertainer of the Year releases his 11th studio album. Not a fan of Keith. I'm not a country guy.
Yeah.
But he is a damn good guitar player. That dude can freaking shred on guitars.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so there you go. I think, isn't he still married to good old, what's her name, too?
Sure, I don't know. Are you looking up?
She used to be married to Tom Cruise.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Didn't they? Or they were released together. They got together Days of Thunder when they made Days of Thunder together. Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman. Are they still married?
I don't know.
Let's see. You know
That's
what?
country, brother. I don't know country
like,
that well.
Nobody cares, but now it's bugging me. Keith Urban's wife. Let's see. It is still Nicole Kidman.
Oh, I'll be
They've
darned.
been married for a long time.
Huh.
There you go. And then at number 1, brother. I was reading through this and I'm like, this is straight up torture. Like, if you wanted to torture me, you buy this, lock me in a room, and I have to listen to this start to finish.
Holy
And
criminy.
I might
Barry Manilow.
not survive it. I might not survive it.
Barry Manilow.
No, there's nothing wrong with Barry.
Okay, that's good. I like to hear you say that.
It's Bob Dylan, brother.
Oh.
But it's not just Bob Dylan. It's the 1974 live recordings. It's 27 discs.
Oh, my God.
Can you even imagine?
Oh, what does that cost?
It was well, that's the thing. I was like, it's $106. It's coming out on CD. $106. That's not that bad.
No.
Right? So,
oh,
but I mean, that's less than $5 a disc. But dude, can you imagine?
Oh no!
Like, this is what I'm talking about.
No.
27 discs, back to back to back to back to back. This celebrates the 50th anniversary
you
of his
say,
return to
I
touring
think,
that year.
You know, I want to rethink that word "celebrate."
Yeah, right. I mean, and here's the thing: it's like, I would maybe not, but it's like it's basically it features all the professionally recorded shows from that year. Like, wouldn't they all be about the damn same? Unless, I don't know if Bob Dylan does completely different set lists every night.
Yeah.
But I doubt it. Right? So, it's just, you're listening over and over and over. God, his whine. It pisses me off just thinking about it. 417 previously unreleased Bob Dylan live tracks, including 133 recordings newly mixed. And it's number 1.
Dude, you ought to get a Grammy for just listening to all
right, dude? Or some kind of lifetime
Come on,
achievement
there's
award.
got to be a prize at the end of that tunnel.
Yeah, so anyways, that is just brutal. And that's the most brutal number 1 I may have ever seen in my life. But there it is, top 5 on Amazon.com, brother.
Did you hear about speaking of endurance, did you hear about the contest that Wild Waves out here in Washington is having?
No.
You have to be in a coffin for 24 hours.
What?
Yes.
Whoa.
You get in this
coffin. Are they doing that? It's like their Halloween thing?
Yes. You get in this coffin. Now, it's my understanding the coffin has 2 doors. The top door you can leave open. You are allowed to bring
Wait a second. What do you mean
you can
leave it open?
You can leave the door open. So, in other words, you're not completely sealed in the coffin.
Okay.
So, the top...
So you're just laying down then?
You're laying in a coffin.
Yeah.
You can bring your own pillow.
Shoot.
And you can bring your own... but there's
food and stuff?
Catch is coming.
Okay.
You can bring your own pillow, and you can bring your own sleeping bag.
Okay.
The catch is the tombs. What am I trying to say? Damn it!
I have no idea.
Oh, what are you laying in? Casket. The casket that you're laying in will be outside for 24 hours. So if it starts pouring down rain,
doesn't matter.
Too bad.
I mean,
you got to stay in it, and the person that can stay in it the longest will win a casket full of prizes.
Okay.
And they'll get to take the casket home.
Really? That is. I really want to see the clientele that shows up for that.
Yes. Oh my God, that would be awesome. I would like to see that too. I would love to know what the special prizes are.
Yeah, right.
You do get a year's pass.
Oh, there you go.
So that's kind of nice. Two passes, I believe it is.
Gotcha.
So there you go.
Huh.
Something little.
That's interesting. Did you go to their Halloween thing last year?
No.
I
have never been in their haunted mazes.
Yeah, I wonder how they are.
I don't know.
They're probably.
Yeah.
I bet yours
Autumn
is
and
a lot
I
better.
seriously thought about doing it one year. Thought about being in it for 1 year. But it's just a little too far away.
It is.
You know, it's
well,
not
isn't it about as far away as the place you're going now, though?
It could be. It could be about the same.
Yeah.
But
because that's just right at the end of 18. Like, that's probably I bet it's quicker.
It might even be quicker.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me this earlier?
I apologize.
Because we'd actually get paid for what we're doing.
Yeah, true. And then you're doing it at like an amusement park.
Yeah, I know that, and that would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would. Although, are they an amusement park?
I mean,
Dude,
it's like
they are just.
It's
talk about fence sitting.
Yeah, right.
They are ready to close any minute now.
Seriously, man.
It's just.
God.
It's a wonder no one's been killed on the ride.
Right.
I probably shouldn't say this publicly. No, I'm just kidding. But they, anytime they've had the possibility to really be a great amusement park, it's fallen through.
Yeah,
so
right.
because it was
there
my
was
understanding
hope for a while when Six Flags bottom,
exactly.
it was like, oh man, here we go.
But then we found out that Six Flags bottom as a package deal,
right.
And they were just kind of a. And then they ended up selling it back to the original guys that owned it in the first place.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's the last I know of it.
Yeah.
So,
well,
but it's struggled. I mean, you get there and you can see. I mean, this is.
That coaster's pretty legit too. The wood coaster is pretty awesome.
Yeah. What is that? The condor or not the condor?
Something
it's some
like
kind
that.
of bird.
Yeah.
Parakeet, eagle, parakeet. But it's an old wooden roller coaster.
Yeah, it gets going.
Definitely
man.
cool.
Hauls, yeah.
I don't like these amusement parks that turn themselves into half a water park. That bugs me. There's something about that I just don't like.
Right.
To me, and Walt Disney World did it, but to me,
it's separate, right?
Two separate things.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing.
Right.
And when you're in an amusement park, a theme park, whatever, and everybody's running around in wet bathing suits. It's just it kills the atmosphere.
That's true. That
it just does something. I don't know.
Cheapens it. Yeah.
Cheapens it is exactly the perfect way to put it. Yeah. Anyway, there we go.
Well, hey, is it time to move on to television?
You know what? TV, one of my favorite things.
What's that?
Television, one of my favorite.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Did you watch the Emmys?
No.
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 Oh, it was a good show.
What did we watch before that? We watched something before that. I think we already talked about that though. I think that was the MTV Music Awards.
Oh yeah, we talked about that one last week.
But this one, I didn't.
Yeah, we watched the Emmys. It was a solid show, man. It was fun. The hosts, freaking what's his name and his son were pretty damn funny.
Yeah,
like
the eyebrow twins.
Yeah, they did some really funny bits.
Really?
Man. Yeah, they were pretty entertaining throughout the night. The Bear, which is the show I was pulling for the most, it's one of my all-time favorites. I just absolutely love that show. It came into the night with 23 nominations.
Wow.
The most ever for a comedy series. And took home awards for Best Lead Actor, Best Supporting Actor and Actress, and Best Comedy Series. But it was, actually not Best Comedy Series because Hacks, upset it. I've never watched Hacks before. But it actually won for Best Comedy Series, which is crazy.
Wow.
And then Shogun was the other big winner. It had the most nominations of any show with 25. And took home major awards, including Best Drama. It actually, I think it amassed 18 total Emmys for its first season, which is the most for a single season in Emmys history. Shogun, which was a phenomenal show. It absolutely deserved everything it got.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a pretty solid show,
It was
man.
my understanding that Disney won quite a few awards this year too. So that was good.
Yeah.
That was good for
for Disney Plus.
as well, just really good for the whole organization because
Yeah, sure.
they're trying to. Iger's trying to get things back on track,
Right.
and he's been having some issues.
Yeah, sure.
So this is one of the things in the plus category.
Well,
so
there is a
that's
big
good
new
thing.
show on Disney Plus this week too that just started.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear about that.
That is Agatha All Along.
I've seen a
on
little
Disney
bit
Plus.
here and there, and that looks pretty darn good.
It looks pretty good. It's the
Yeah.
sequel to WandaVision.
Right.
But this one, Catherine Hahn's Agatha takes the spotlight in this show. A spellbound Agatha Harkness regains freedom thanks to a teen's help. Intrigued by his plea, she embarks on the witch's road trials to reclaim her powers and discover the teen's motivation.
Now, it sounds goofy.
It does. It doesn't sound... Yeah.
Right. So when I heard it, I was like, and then I saw a little bit about it, and I'm like,
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good, man. And I like her. Like she was really good in Wanda.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. The first 2 episodes are out now, so check that out on Disney Plus. Some other new shows this week: The Old Man Season 2. That's with Jeff Bridges and John Lithgow on FX. This one sounds cool, dude. It's Wise Guy, David Chase, and The Sopranos.
Huh.
This is on Max. It's a 2-part docuseries. What it is it's first-hand accounts and revelations from the people who brought the groundbreaking series to life.
I'll have
So
to. I'll have to see that.
Right? Totally. I mean, Sopranos is one of the
Ah.
all-time
Yeah.
best shows ever. So I'm interested in this too, man. I recently started watching Sopranos again.
Oh, really?
Started from the beginning when they had their big anniversary. What was that? The 20th or 25th?
Oh, gotcha. Right.
Yeah. So it's just, dude, it's
And
such
where's this playing at?
a great show. It's on Max
On Max.
or Plex.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. Also, another new show. Looking forward to watching this one. It's American Sports Story. So, and this one is Aaron Hernandez. All about Aaron Hernandez, which, holy hell, what just an insane story that is. And this is on Hulu. The first season will follow the story of Aaron Hernandez, the former New England Patriots and convicted murderer.
Whoa.
Yeah. Then he
The
died
hell?
in prison. Like, it was, dude, his
Oh.
story is insane.
Damn.
And it's actually the executive produced by Ryan Murphy, who, of course, just one of his mini shows is American Horror Story. So American Horror Story, this is American Sports Story. Get it?
Huh. Yeah, I get
That
it.
correlation there.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. But the big show, big show, new this week. Can't wait to see it. The first episode just came out. I think it was
You
yesterday.
did that so loud you blew
Oh, did I
open
just-
you blew open our other channel.
Oh, hey, nice. Maybe I can always do that. You know,
Oh,
if you need
God.
it. On Max, brother. Get ready for the Penguin. It is finally out, following the events of the Batman from the 2022 version.
I used to love the original.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Oz Cobb, a.k.a. the Penguin,
Nice.
makes a play to seize the reins of the crime world in Gotham.
Nice.
Colin Farrell plays the Penguin. I don't know if you've seen anything from this yet.
No, sir.
Doesn't look a thing like him, dude.
Oh, really?
It is. I mean, if you really look closely,
Huh.
but man, the makeup job is
Nice.
pretty incredible on the Penguin. Looking forward to it, man. There's going to be 8 episodes.
Is it that effing penguin?
That effing Penguin, yeah.
There's a story behind that. All you old-time goats that listen to the show.
Yeah, you know it.
You know what we're talking about.
That's right.
Jared
but
in the car with Mom.
Whoops. Right after we watched Batman Returns.
Yeah, that's
oddly
right.
enough, yeah.
You turned to your friends and went, yeah, that effing penguin, but
Yeah.
you didn't say effing.
No, and as soon as I said it, I'm
And
like,
Mom, man, Mom's face just
oh,
went,
she was not happy.
oh, she was
did not,
mad.
like, she was so pissed. I just remember as soon as I said it, man, my heart just dropped. I'm like, oh my God, what have I
I'm
done?
sitting in the passenger seat in the front, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
no.
so, yeah, you were in the front.
Yes.
You're probably just like, oh my God. Because I said it loud and clear.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was just talking to my friend. Like, we were talking, oh man.
And I know Mom's first thought, but I taught you that word.
Yeah, probably. Because you probably
Yeah,
did.
probably did. Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be 8 episodes of The Penguin. The first one is out now. Looking forward to checking that out. So there you go, brother. Some good new stuff
I like it.
on the boob tube.
Very nice.
Streaming, all that kind of.
Very. You know what I finally gave up, brother?
What?
America's Got Talent.
Oh, did you give up?
I finally gave up.
Like during the season too.
Yeah, well, the
Right?
Olympics came and they kind of and then
Well, didn't they stop it during the Olympics?
I think they did, yeah.
And then they picked it back.
And
up.
I just didn't get
Yeah.
that guy. I'm here to tell you,
man.
I ain't gonna say it was a bad show because it wasn't.
Right.
But it became the kind of show that when I was watching it,
Uh-huh.
I loved it. But when I wasn't watching it, it was hard to go back to.
Yeah. And I think part of that we've talked about many times.
Structure.
It's just 2 hours.
Yeah, it's
just hard. So it's like, plus when they get in the real show, it's 2 hours, and then another hour or two.
Yeah.
For like the kickoffs and stuff. It's just like, oh my god.
Yeah, the way they structure that show,
Serious commitment.
it's just too much.
Yeah.
But,
they lost my interest when they started doing like bringing back the champions. Which weren't even champions. They were just people that were on the show before. And it's like, I've already seen all this.
Yeah, I
like,
wasn't a fan of that either.
Yeah, and then that was kind of it for us.
You know what I'm slowly but surely
commitment.
finding out, and I never thought I would be saying this.
What's that?
Because when people said it, I used to think that's ridiculous. And that is that I could just about do without regular television.
Yeah, well, no question, dude, right? I mean, outside of live sports, for me, like,
and that's,
you're right.
Yes.
Like, I mean, there are very, very, very few shows that we watch that are on network television.
Yeah. And just about everything that I want to see, I can already see it anyway on my smart TV.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah, no,
why
I mean,
do I need the rest of it?
I've been going to those conferences and stuff, and then they're like, for broadcasters, and a lot of the head people are saying there won't be network television in 10 years.
That does not.
It'll be gone.
Does not. I remember, they used to say that. They've been saying that for quite a while now.
That's true.
But I always
the reality's there now.
I always thought there's no way in hell.
Yeah.
But now, dude, it just, I don't know.
All these streaming services basically completely taken over.
And even news programs.
Yeah.
Like, there was a big event that happened today, and I don't really want to talk about it because it's heartbreaking and terrible.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if you heard about the 15-year-old girl that
no.
was up for murdering her mother.
What?
Yeah, it's horrible, heartbreaking, terrible story.
Yeah.
And I was not out looking for it, but I was on my smart TV.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there it was live. And it was just a live feed from the court. To me, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to just, all of a sudden, there it is. It's live. There's no commentators. I'm just preferring seeing things that way over regular television.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
The whole landscape has completely changed.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So, yeah. Even for movies, right? As we step into movies now, like it's just even that is there's so many movies now, like with Netflix and Apple Plus, and like you don't really need to go to the theater anymore, man.
To me,
and then the movies that are in the theater are out in a month. Like
to me, when I thought of movies, I immediately put it together with the theater. Always. I mean, that's just what you did.
Right.
And now I don't do that anymore.
Right.
See, there used to be a day when if it wasn't in the theater, it was low class to me.
Yeah.
It was class B.
Right, it was a TV movie.
Not
right?
anymore.
And it just, exactly. And
or
you're right.
Those were,
for the most part, very lower class. Yeah.
Right. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it is, man.
So that's changed.
It's all changed. It's insane. But there is some good new movies streaming this week, starting with Boy Kills World on Hulu, the action crime thriller starring Bill Skarsgård. This was in the theater not too long ago. A fever dream action film that follows Boy, a deaf person with a vibrant imagination. When his family is murdered, he's trained by a mysterious shaman to repress his childish imagination and become an instrument of death.
Goodness.
Whew, that sounds fun.
Yeah, doesn't it?
I like it. Civil War. I want to see this. This was in the theaters too not long ago. Max is where you're going to see this. A journey across a dystopian future America, following a team of military-embedded journalists as they race against time to reach D.C. before rebel factions descend upon the White House. It stars Kirsten Dunst. I heard some pretty good things about that film. And then also, film I just saw recently, In a Violent Nature, on Shudder. It's now on Shudder. I'm loving me some Shudder, man. That show, freaking Horror's Best, or Horror's, oh God, Horror's, son of a bee.
How do we get rid of that gene that makes us so stupid when it comes to names?
Dude,
it's so irritating to me.
I don't know. So
I can never remember anybody's name.
no,
Drives me crazy.
Oh, and it's not just like people's names. Like I just demonstrated. It's also shows.
Yeah,
and like
absolutely.
I always want to talk about things, and I'm like,
Yep.
I don't.
Good thing we
remember
started a podcast.
What the name is?
We are
I know. I'm looking it up right now because I have to, and I've talked about it multiple times. I want to say it's Horror's Best Horrors. No, sorry. Horror's Greatest. Horror's Greatest. It's a great show, and it's actually like the one on Japanese horror was fantastic, and actually enlightened me on quite a few that I hadn't seen yet. So yeah, if you look at my Plex, man, I got all kinds of crazy new stuff. Then the last one, the 4th episode, was about horror comedies, and a lot of stuff there that I was like, oh man, I haven't seen this yet. So yeah, all 4 episodes I've seen are great, and the 5th episode is going to be about Stephen King adaptations.
Cool.
So that one comes out later this week, I think.
Nice.
Or next week or something.
God, I used to love him.
Yeah, and you know, hit and miss with the movies, right?
Yeah.
Hit and miss.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
even the preview for that show was like, yeah, some are great and some are not.
Yeah. But
So,
his writing,
should see
his
that.
books.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Such good stuff.
No doubt. But yeah, back to In a Violent Nature, now on Shudder. When a locket is removed from a collapsed fire tower in the woods that entombs the rotting corpse of Johnny, a vengeful spirit spurred on by a horrific 70-year-old crime. His body is resurrected and becomes hell-bent on retrieving it.
Wow.
Decent film. Not as good as I was hoping for.
Yeah.
Very, very, very slow on purpose. But I also feel like it's just a little too slow. But there's there's one kill in particular that is just freaking brutal, dude. But it's I think, you know, if you're a horror fan, it's absolutely worth a watch. So that's now on Shudder, In a Violent Nature.
Nice.
And then some other ones to look out for on VOD. Cuckoo, a new horror film. That's out on VOD. Blink Twice with Channing Tatum. And directed by Zoe Kravitz. And now, again, that one was not in theaters that long ago. And then this, I feel like was in the theaters, 3 weeks ago?
Wow.
The Crow.
Yeah.
The Crow.
Yeah.
Now out on VOD. So, there you go.
All right.
That's the stuff to check out
I like it.
this week.
It's very nice.
Yeah. That takes us to physical releases, brother. What you got? You got some stuff on my forty, homie?
I have 2 of them.
All right.
Aren't you excited or what?
I am. I know one of them. I don't think I know the second one.
Before I mention them, though, I just want you to know that I finally watched DuckTales the movie.
Oh, there you go.
Treasure of the Lost Lamp.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was a little tedious.
Was it?
Little tedious. I don't know why I remember that movie so well.
Yeah.
But I just knew it too much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, okay.
Interesting.
And there's a couple of characters in that movie I don't really like that much. There's a genie involved, and the genie's like a little duck. And he was like a character that I didn't really like that much. He's not very likable. He's kind of irritating.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it was...
I know I saw it, but I don't remember
it was
at all.
pretty much developed by it was a what is it called? Disney Movie Tune? It was one of the Disney Movie Tunes, which was something that was kind of new.
Yeah.
Produced mainly by television animation groups. So it was very, very different. Gosh, I wish I remember what country it was made in. Because was it Australia? I used to know this, but I'm kind of stupid. But so anyway, I did see it, 1990, my next movie, Disney movie in a row. Can you believe it, brother? It started off with Snow White. Well, actually, I started off with Steamboat Willie.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm all the way up to 1999.
Oh, wow, shoot.
With The Rescuers Down Under.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that in the theater with you.
How do you remember such a thing?
I don't know. You know, weird. But do you remember what played before it?
No, hell no.
Prince and the Pauper.
Oh, nice.
Prince and the freaking Pauper.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't. But I totally remember going to the theater. I don't remember which theater, but I remember where we went to the theater and saw that.
Huh.
Yeah. Crazy, crazy.
Speaking of animation, I will cover what's coming out. Coming up on Tuesday. How about Despicable Me 4, brother?
Yeah, it's a good one. Have you seen it yet?
No.
It's great. I mean, you like Despicable Me, right?
Oh, yeah,
you like
absolutely.
the series.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll like it. It's just as fun. as all the others.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, I wouldn't say it's my favorite of the bunch, but it's still 100% worth
Those
a
are
watch
fun
if
movies.
you like the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming out on DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K.
Yeah.
And there's another one that I had to mention because I loved these when they came out. I always got excited and I always bought them. And that's the Hanna-Barbera double feature. That's
Nice.
a double feature. And it's got Johnny's Golden Quest and
cool.
Johnny Quest versus the Cyber
I
Insects.
remember the Johnny Quest comic book, man.
We
were all
love
about that. It was a
Johnny
good
Quest. That's right. Yeah, those were awesome
Yeah,
comic
they
books.
were really cool art.
Absolutely.
They were nice book, like nice paper. Like,
Yeah.
it was like that, like glossy. Like,
I wonder if I've still somewhere have a box of comic
do
books.
you? Oh man,
Because I
that's
sold
crazy.
a bunch of them.
Yeah, me
Remember-
too. I don't think I have any anymore.
Remember my wonderful story about that? We collected them for years,
jeez.
and then I finally
And
gathered
how much
up,
did we spend?
almost gathered up everyone. Now, we used to spend anywhere from $35 to $40 a week.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It was expensive.
Go down to Ventura to that
Right.
shop.
Yeah. I sold every one of them except for 2 boxes
Wow.
for $30.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
heartbreaking. Dude. It's heartbreaking.
It
I wonder if you
is.
still have My the Psychic Girl. Remember that one?
Oh, love that one.
That was a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still
there were
have
some
that one.
awesome ones, dude. Like,
I have sold some comic book stuff that I regret now.
yeah.
One of them was the original art from the Spider-Man
Oh.
comic book of when he married
Oh yeah, the Mary Jane.
Mary
one?
Jane.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I wish I would have never
Oh man.
sold that.
Yeah, I know. God,
Damn it.
That's some good stuff.
You can even see where I noticed in the original art, because when I got it, I started comparing it to
Uh-huh.
my comic book.
Yeah.
And there was a part where the artist had taken and drawn something, and the ink had spread around the edge
Uh-huh.
of
the line,
like
yeah.
a paper that he had sitting
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And when I looked in my comic book, you could see that
see
line.
it.
Yeah.
No kidding.
So it definitely
Wow.
was real. I gave it away, gave it to somebody in a stupid yard sale for like $5.
Oh my God.
Idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, what can you do, huh? 4K Blu-ray releases for Tuesday, September 24th. There's a good group here. I mean, it's a lot, so let me just get through it, all right?
All right.
1955's The Lady Killers. That was they did a remake later with Tom Hanks on that one. The Million Eyes of Sumuru from 1967, coming out on 4K Blu-ray. Devil Times 5 from 1974. Murder on the Orient Express,
Ooh.
also from 1974. From 1984, Body Double, coming out on 4K. Link from 1986. Greg Araki's Teen Apocalypse Trilogy on Criterion Collection 4K Blu-ray. That first film was in 93, the last one in 97. Village of the Damned from 1995. That's also getting a Shout Factory exclusive release this week. Happiness, another Criterion Collection release. That's from 1998. Stardust from 2007 is getting a steelbook and a regular release. I feel like this one was mentioned last week, but now it's showing releasing this week. That's Friday the 13th, and that's the 2009 version of that. Bad Boys Ride or Die. Didn't I mention that one too? Coming out a while ago? I don't know. That's obviously the new one from this year. That's coming out in a steelbook as well. Then a couple collections. How about Friends, the complete series from 94 to 2000?
God, I hate that show.
Really? I really like that show.
Brother, what in the
Oh
hell?
yeah, Mel
What
Mel
in the
made me
hell?
watch it. She made me, because
Oh,
that's
for
like
the
it's
love
one of her favorite shows.
Goose.
So I remember I bought her like the Blu-ray
Oh,
set.
you've gone to the dark side.
No, it's a fun show, dude.
No, it is not.
Yeah, good characters,
Ah,
funny stories.
No.
I mean, yeah.
No.
No,
No.
it's a good
No.
show, dude.
no.
Come on. Come
No.
on, man. It's a good show.
No, it's not. I'm not.
Good people too,
No.
man. Come on now. Shoot.
The one I like, that's the one.
Huh?
I don't know the name.
All right. It's all good, man. I get it.
What is
I
the
mean,
one?
I didn't want to start watching it.
What is the one that I like?
You mean in Friends?
No, don't say that again.
Oh, you're talking about Big Bang Theory.
Yes, I love that show.
Yeah.
That show's got it going, bro.
That's a good show, too.
It's got it going.
That's a good show. Another collection coming out on 4K Blu-ray this week. This is a good one. Mad Max 5-film collection.
Woo.
Yeah, starting with Road Warrior 1979, all the way to the new one, Furiosa, which I still haven't freaking seen.
See, now right now I'm going
from 2024.
Mad Max, Bob Dylan. Mad Max, Bob Dylan. I don't know what to do with my time.
Yeah, it would definitely be the Mad
You having a little trouble figuring out what I'm talking about?
A little bit. I'll be all right. And then how about this one? It's a 7-movie collection.
Woo.
First film in 2007, the last one in 2023, of Transformers.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was never that.
Not a fan.
No. I've seen most of them, and they're
To me, it's just silly.
yeah, and I remember the first few too. They had a real difficult time with the action.
Yeah.
Like being able to follow it and see what was happening.
Yeah, it was hard to tell what you were looking at.
Yeah, and they improved that later in the series, but it's just it's kind of mindless fun.
Yeah.
But then it's just I didn't even watch the last few.
Is it okay if I say I think it's kind of stupid?
No problem. I won't be upset.
No, it's just not my thing.
No, not my thing either. And I used to be.
thing.
I mean, I was a big Transformers kid.
Yeah.
Like I had a bunch of Transformers and loved them all. I used to watch the cartoon series, but I don't know, man. For whatever reason, it grew up and just I lost my love of the Transformers.
I mean, ever since Herbie the Love Bug, I've just not been able to get into it. I'm sorry.
Good old Herbie.
I have my love. That's it.
Yeah, there you go. And last but certainly not least, coming out on 4K Blu-ray this week, it is Long Legs, brother. Long Legs. In pursuit of a serial killer, an FBI agent uncovers a series of occult clues that she must solve to end his terrifying killing spree. I really enjoyed this film, man.
Nice.
I think there's some people that are kind of on the fence about it. Some people, like a guy I work with who's a huge horror fan, was really disappointed with it, and it was because he had heard, and I had kind of heard this too, but then I'd heard the contrary before I saw it, thankfully, that it was like super scary and kind of like a Seven film, and a lot of parallels with Silence of the Lambs, which it kind of has.
Yeah.
But it's not really that. It's definitely more of just like this, murder investigation type film with certainly quite a few horror elements as well, but some really good performances, dude. I mean, Nicolas Cage, who wrote the film, he is Long Legs, and he is freaking awesome, dude. He is, because Long Legs is just this badass crazy character, right? And he's all kind of mangled looking and just freaky.
Yeah. And
it's Nicolas Cage, dude, and he is so good in that role. Like, you just kind of lose yourself in the character, forget it's Nick Cage. It's like, so I was super impressed with him. And then Micah Monroe, the lead female in the film, she's the main FBI agent. She's freaking awesome too, dude. Like,
why do they call him Long Legs?
Well, if I told you that...
Oh, so that's a part of it.
Necessarily, I don't know. Honestly, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to stay away from it.
Don't say that.
I mean, I guess it doesn't really give anything away. But it's a solid film. And if you're into those films that I mentioned, like Silence of the Lambs and Seven, like I think you'd really like it. Like, it's just a lot of cool stuff going on. It got a little supernatural, which that whole suspending of belief, right? Like, it bothered me a little bit, and it's one of those films that has a pretty ambiguous ending, and my wife hates that. My wife hates it when it's not like wrapped up in a bow.
I was going to say, it's like, funny you'd say that. I was going to say it's like opening a Christmas gift and there's nothing in it.
Yeah. So I like that because I don't want all my films to be that way, but for a film like this, I kind of dug it because it kind of, you can interpret kind of the ending the way you want to.
Yeah.
And then I love afterwards going and reading about it and like seeing what people think about it and like, so I think it's one of those movies that like stuck with me for a while. I was thinking about it quite a bit, but solid. And like I said, Micah Monroe, the lead, like she was in It Follows and she was in The Guest as well. She's very awkward, but in a very like, what's the word I'm looking for? Awkward for sure, but it's very like she just draws you into her character. Like every time she's on screen, you're just kind of like enthralled with her because of kind of the way her character is. So I don't know. I really really enjoyed Long Legs, and she was born and raised in Santa Barbara, by the way.
Oh really?
The old Micah. So yeah. So there you go. Long Legs out this week on 4K Blu-ray, brother.
Brother, the wife just texted me.
Good or
She's
bad?
showing me 2 tombstones.
Ooh.
One says, "Here lies good old Fred, a great big rock fell on his head. Rest in peace. The other one says, "Dear departed brother Dave, he chased a bear into a cave."
Are those aren't the Haunted Mansion ones?
Interesting you would say that, because she's asking me, which one do you recognize more from Haunted Mansion?
Yeah.
And I think here lies good old Fred.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that one.
And they must be at the spirit store then.
It looks to me like they are. They're at the mall, and they always open a spirit store in the mall.
What?
So,
There's a spirit store in South Center?
Yeah.
Like in the mall?
Yeah, it usually caters more to costuming.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there's
Nice.
always one in the mall.
Very good.
So I put Fred, I think, and she wrote, "Okay, thank you."
Oh, maybe that's on your way then. Those are cool too. I need to get more cooler too. And if I remember right, those are kind of heavy. That's my whole thing. I need to get the heavy, like not the cheap little styrofoam.
I know
ones.
the Walt Disney
I have
World
some
one.
of those, and they just don't work.
Remember we were talking about that one?
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
girl's face. That's a heavy one.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
I didn't have that at the Lowe's. That was a Lowe's one. But also they have a spirit store too, which is different.
Gotcha.
Okay, brother, it's a time for over/under, huh?
Does it feel like we've been doing this for 3 hours?
Yeah, it does.
This has been a long show.
And I should have been gone about 20 minutes ago.
Uh-oh.
So how am I doing?
Let's move on.
Let's get to what happened last week in Over/Under. There were 2 films. The first was The Killer's Game, which was expected to make $6 million. I said under.
Yes, sir.
You said under. And the actual was 2.7. It was definitely under.
How's that?
And then the other film, Speak No Evil, which is expected to make 17.5. We both said under.
Yep.
And the actual was 11.4. There you go, brother.
Nice.
There's a sweet week for us.
I like it.
And because of this, now there's a 3-way tie for the lead.
Wow.
James LaRoe,
Uh-huh.
Karen Shaw Carville,
Yeah.
and Myron Freeman, all
Wow.
with 19. We're getting close.
That's nice.
19. We got 3 movies this week, so
Whoa.
we could be really close after this
That's right.
weekend. And they all have a 2-point lead over the next group, which I'm a part of.
Nice.
With 17. So we got 3 new films this week. This one I hadn't heard about hardly at all.
Nope.
Until Waxworks sent out a little email this morning with pre-orders for the vinyl soundtrack.
That's right. I saw that.
Yeah, to The Substance.
Yeah.
And it looks freaking cool. I don't
Really?
know. This movie just crept up on me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, a fading celebrity decides to use a black market drug, a cell-replicating substance that temporarily creates a younger, better version of herself.
Whoa.
Stars Demi Moore.
Wow.
Haven't seen her in a while. And Dennis Quaid.
She could use a drug like that.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She still looks damn good for her
Okay.
age, Demi Moore, yeah. So yeah, like I took notice because of the Waxwork thing, and then I
Yeah.
saw the trailer, and I was like, holy hell, this
Huh.
actually looks pretty creepy and good. And 89% on
Wow.
Rotten Tomatoes. That's huge.
Yes. Damn.
3 million. Not a lot.
What?
3 million.
Oh, I might have
The
changed my
expectation.
mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too, because I did it yesterday thinking
Poop.
I'm not going to have time today,
Yeah.
and I said under.
Yep, I would have too.
But
I
man,
did.
I'm kind of feeling the over on that.
Yeah.
There's another horror film out this week, though, and that is Never Let Go.
Yeah.
A drama horror thriller directed by Alexandre Aja, which I fan of that dude. Like, he did High Tension, he did 2006's The Hills Have Eyes, he did Piranha 3D. He's done some badass horror. The dude knows horror. And this film stars Halle Berry.
Oh, wow.
She's no stranger to horror. She's
No?
done a few horror flicks.
Yeah.
A family that has been haunted by an evil spirit for years. Their safety and their surroundings come into question when one of the children questions if the evil is real.
Whoa.
62% on Rotten Tomatoes. Terrible. With an estimate of 4 million. Say it. 4.
4.
This one I went over on. It's got Halle Berry. Alexandre has a big following in the horror world. I went over.
I went under on it.
Yeah, you went under. So let's see what happens there. And then last, but apparently not least, is Transformers 1.
Yes, brother.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
The untold origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron, better known as sworn enemies, but once were friends bonded like brothers who changed the fate of Cybertron forever.
You realize it's the mechanical version of the Fox and the Hound. That is beautiful,
Nice.
brother. That is
I like
beautiful.
that. I like that.
Yes.
This is an animated feature.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, brother.
I did not know that.
With a lot of big names
Oh.
doing the voice talent. We're talking Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson,
Oh, wow.
Brian Tyree Henry, Keegan Michael Key,
Mm.
Steve Buscemi,
Wow.
Lawrence Fishburne, John Hamm, and more. So it's got a hell of it.
I would have liked to have gone to the cast party on that one.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And 88%
Damn.
on Rotten
Wow.
Tomatoes, man. I'm not feeling good about my pick here.
Wow.
I went under.
I went over.
The more I saw who was involved, and then I was
Yeah.
like, man, this. I think it's been a little while since there's been an animated film.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might
It'll
have
be interesting what
screwed the pooch on the under.
It's interesting to see the quality of the animation on it.
Yeah, I saw. I don't think I never saw a trailer, but I saw some
Yeah.
stills.
Huh.
It looks kind of anime-ish,
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
say.
Huh.
I could be wrong. Maybe, like I said, I just saw.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you're going over on that one.
Yes, sir.
I am going to go under, but not feeling good about it. And there you go, brother. There is a show. Holy hell, this is a long one,
quite.
huh?
Yes, it's quite a
Dude.
show. And what's your biggest take of the show? What did you learn on this show? They do this every time on K-Rock. They end the show, and everybody has to say what they take away from the show.
What I took away from this show.
Yes. What did you take away
What I
from this
took
show?
away from the show
Yes.
is that my floating Reaper is going to be very difficult to put together.
Interesting.
And now it's starting to stress me out already.
All right, and what I've learned is due to family size, we are now going to start calling you Jared Jackson. All right, very good.
Very, very good.
Take us out, brother.
Go to our website, www.dvdweeklypodcast.com. Links to places like our Facebook fan page where Over Under is played and the leaders are tied at 19. It's going to be tight.
I say it like this, I go,
Yeah, tight like a tiger. Feedback at DVD Weekly Podcast is that email address. And don't forget the beautiful phone number.
406-426-1DVD.
Yeah. Next time we do a show, it will officially be fall, brother.
That's right.
Come on.
This coming show, the next show, will have the Halloween theme on
Oh,
it.
my God.
Oh,
It's super
so excited,
exciting.
brother.
The
It's
haunts
so
and the
beautiful.
chills are in the air now.
I'm ready. Let's go,
Bring
brother.
it on.
Woo-hoo.
Sayonara.